Listen up, men. Never tell a woman everything about your life. They can't keep secrets. One of the most dangerous mistakes you can make is giving a woman, whether she's your girlfriend, wife, or even just a close female friend, unrestricted access to every detail of your life. You might think she's loyal, trustworthy, or even your safe space. But let me tell you this. Women are not built to keep secrets. Whether it's through careless gossip, emotional outbursts, or subtle leaks, the more you share, the more you expose yourself to betrayal, judgment, and destruction. Here's the harsh truth. Not everyone you think is in your corner truly is. Some women are in your life solely to gather ammunition for your enemies. They might smile to your face, play the supportive role, and even share your bed, but behind closed doors, they're reporting your every move to those who want to see you fall. It could be her friends, her family, or worse, your rivals. And the worst betrayal often comes disguised as love. When you tell her every plan, every ambition, and every mistake, you hand her the keys to your downfall. She'll have the information to shame you, undermine your decisions, or twist your vulnerabilities into weapons during arguments. You'll hear your deepest insecurities thrown back at you when she's angry, and those same words might find their way to people who are eager to see you fail. Privacy is not just about hiding. It's about power. What people don't know, they can't ruin. When you stop sharing every detail of your life, you cut off the supply of gossip and drama that feeds manipulation and betrayal. You force her and everyone else to respect the boundaries you set. You leave no room for outsiders to exploit your moves, because your silence starves them of leverage. Not every woman is worthy of being called your partner. Some are masterful pretenders, playing the long game to serve their own agenda. These are the women who fake loyalty while secretly sowing seeds of chaos in your life. They'll use your openness against you, either to control you, weaken you, or deliver you to your enemies. And don't think for a second that your relationship status guarantees loyalty. The scariest enemy you'll ever face is the one who calls you my love, while silently plotting your demise. Be vigilant. Test loyalty through actions, not words. A woman who truly respects you will value your privacy and protect your interests without question. But even with a loyal partner, remember this. Silence is your ultimate shield. Maintain mystery about your plans, finances, and strategies. Keep your ambitions and struggles guarded, revealing only what's necessary. When you control the narrative, you control the power. In a world where betrayal often hides behind a smile, the smart man learns to trust his instincts, limit his disclosures, and walk in silence. Stay quiet, stay sharp, and stay in control. Your privacy is your fortress. Protect it at all costs. The mission of Brave Mind is to inspire and improve people's lives. Join us on our journey by following the community.
That's called pillow talking. I want to say shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh by Ahchyam, Yahweh Shai by Ahchyam Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noah's in this gospel, rod, lifting up the standard of Yahweh by Ahchyam, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is a quick lesson through the Spirit. Lord's would be edifying, mainly to you newer brothers out there, and, to whoever it may apply. Just an exhortation. Scriptures say, it's even a fool is counted wise when he keep his mouth shut, roughly paraphrasing it, man. Because, see, one thing about Jake, man, Jake likes to pillow talk with their women. They tell them everything. They reveal everything. And, one thing about with women, bro, women like when you're spontaneous or when you're a mystery. Okay? When they can't really figure you out and they don't really know how you move, that's when you become more intriguing to them. And this is when, they start to chase you more, man. All right? Because women like that thrill of chasing or being chased, right? But see, you brothers out there, you have to remain. This is why we tell you Clark Kent. You have to remain a mystery just in life, period, because of what you're about. All right? Being in this ministry doesn't grant everybody the benefactor of knowing who you are and what you are about. Okay, and oftentimes you're a young man in this faith. A lot of times, man, you're excited. And we've all made this mistake before when we first woken up to the truth. We was excited to find out that we were the chosen people of the Most High. And then the first thing we did, we went off running our mouths to our family, thinking that they would accept us for who we are and what we believe in. And we have this new set of information and this new knowledge that's confounding to anybody that comes up against it. And yet it turns out to be one of the biggest mistakes you can ever make, because that sets the foundation of you being outed by your family. Okay, which that's actually scriptural. You see, so it's the same thing with women. You know, a lot of Jakes pillow talk women, and they do it because, for one thing, Jake is just that simple. All right, they get the pussy or the vajayjay, or the coochie, as they like to say, and Jake, he just become an open book, telling secrets, speaking on business that don't concern him. Okay, putting that woman in their business, and before you know it, you got a whole demon laying next to you that know everything about you. So at any given moment, it's like she got a dossier on you, man. Okay, it's like the feds investigating you. It's like you can go down at any moment because she knows your whereabouts. She knows who you about. She knows your bank account information. She knows where you live. She knows what kind of car you drive. She knows your last name. All right. And to be honest with you, most chicks I dealt with don't even really know my full name. They don't even know my real name. All right. Most chicks that I've dealt with in life, outside of the ones I was really serious with, they don't know my fucking name. And I prefer to keep it that way. One chick got so pissed off at me because, and this was a while ago, she was like, I'm tired of dealing with men. That's a mystery. But I'm like, wait a minute. I thought y'all like that shit. She said, we do, but you too secretive. I said, it's not that I'm secretive. I just don't tell you everything. Because it ain't none of your goddamn business what I'm about. You know, because the minute that you let open, it's like we got to be like a closed box, brother. It's like we got to be like a safe, man. The only people that got the code to that safe is yourself and your how about you, how shy. And don't even reveal your everything you know into people around you, into brothers, man. You know, like you gotta have some things that you gotta keep in a safe, man, because like I said, everybody don't have your best benefactor. And then those of you that's hiding shit because you just sneaky and nefarious, the scriptures say that everything that's being done in the dark will come to the light. So that's the difference between hiding something because you're a rat looking for the cheese, or you're a roach that like to come out at night to do your little sneaky shit. We ain't talking about that, man, all right? Jake's like that gonna get caught up and you're gonna be like a deer in the headlights. But we're talking about as far as things that's most dear to you, things that can possibly put your safety in jeopardy. Okay, like a woman don't need to know your social security number. A woman don't need to know where you bank at. A woman don't need to know your she don't need to know all that shit. Okay, and this is a primary example of the Samson and Delilah story. Okay, the Philistines, because she was a harlot. And basically what they said, they was like, look, seduce him. Give him some pussy. He gonna basically start screaming like a third woman in a symphony some goddamn way. He's gonna start screaming like a banshee. And this is how they get it, because you gotta understand about women, brothers. Their whole MO is to figure you out. Figure out your weaknesses, figure out what makes you tick. Like a chick will ask you, what makes you tick? Why the fuck would I tell you that? Why the fuck would I tell you a pet peeve of mine? Just so you can push those buttons and then eventually you piss me off enough to the point I put hands on your ass. And then, I'm not saying I would do that, but this is an example. But put hands on your person and then all of a sudden you're spending months or perhaps a year or two in jail over something because you've allowed your emotions to get the best of you. Nah, bro, we can't play that game, man. Okay, so this is an honest exhortation for you brothers out there that got women that know you an Israelite, because eventually if you deal with a woman consistently, she's going to find out, because of course you're going to tell her, because you got to seem like you're just this deep, erratic person. You got to seem like you're just this mystic figure with all this knowledge. You a prophet. You know, to your woman, you sell yourself as a man that can move mountains. So the first thing you start talking about, oh, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Knowing the bitch don't like that, man. Then you get to telling her, oh, yeah, we can have multiple wives. And that's when all the drama starts. And I'm telling you this from experience. I've done the dumb shit before, right? But I didn't think, and I kind of knew it would backfire. But me, I didn't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't like a secret. You know, you deal with a woman for some months, perhaps a year. Eventually, she's going to start wondering Why you going out every Saturday? You know, why you closing the doors? Why you reading the Bible? You know what I'm saying? She's gonna wanna, she's gonna kind of figure that shit out. And if it's a rib you can trust, I mean, hey, if you want to tell her you an Israelite, that's on you. But I don't recommend you telling every woman that you come across or that you may get some box from, oh yeah, I'm an Israelite, I'm in truth, I teach on such and such street on Saturdays at 2:30. Stop doing that shit, man. All right, and ultimately, stop telling your women about brothers, man. Okay, this is another deal, okay? When your woman can comment or find my page or your page or another brother's page or what group we're part of, that means that you're talking too fucking much. Okay, I've had that problem in this camp before, and not per se the brothers that I have now, but it was a long time ago, man. It was this one cat, the nigga that got all the money and shit. All right, which he's out of here. He's back in the world from fucking where, who knows. But this guy, which he never should have crossed into the camp anyway. He just kind of crossed himself over. But at the time, the spirit did what it did. Jake was a little young. I didn't really understand how everything worked at that time because I was so young in the truth. But even then, this dude was basically pillow talking about us in the camp, and telling his wife shit to the point that this nigga or this chick, she pops up to the camp where we at. And I mean, if you from KC, you kind of can figure it out. But even then, it's just like she pops up to the camp going batshit crazy on this dude, and he got to put hands on it. It's just a fucking shit show, man. And I'm just like, dude, what are you doing? Stop telling your fucking woman where we camp at, man. Especially if you know she's unhinged. Now, most of us that had women or have women that's been with our women for some time, they know what we about. They know, the name of the Most High. Because, eventually they come across and they may want to learn some few things. And, just by default, that's your rib. You love her. You want to, you want her to get some type of understanding because hopefully this is a woman you can mold into being righteous. But even then, it's just like you got to still deal. You got to be like a ghost to these bitches, man. Like I tell people what I want them to know. Like if I tell people something and it may be important, but it ain't no secret. You know what I'm saying? It's the difference between revealing things that's dear that nobody should know and ultimately, something that could be important, but there's a secret behind or no secret behind it. Prime example, most chicks don't even know I work at, but if I tell them, okay, I work here, such and such, such and such, that's not a secret because eventually they can find out. But some random bitch I meet, she ain't finna know nothing about me, man. This is not gonna go. You're not gonna know my last name. You're not gonna know my middle name. You gonna know the name that motherfuckers call me in the streets. That's what you gonna know. You ain't gonna know my Hebrew name. You ain't gonna know that I go out there and speak. You know what I'm saying? Unless we just like real tight like that. But even then, you don't know. You don't do that shit. All right. So anyway, let's get a couple of precepts real quick. Slack you for the rent. Jake could go, but this is the book of Micah 7, and I'm gonna start at verses 5. It says, "Trust ye not in a friend, all right, and put ye confidence not in a guide, and keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom." So keep your mouth shut. Okay, like I said, women love mystery. They love mystery. It keeps them intrigued. And their whole thing is to try to figure you out because once they figure you out, they're not interested anymore, man. They've conquered you. All right? When you go out and you meet a chick or whatever, you ain't got to be sitting up here pillow talking or telling her everything about your life. All right? Make some shit up. Tell her your name is Keith Sweat or some shit. Say, look, I got a business in D.C. Hey, you only can see me such and such. Hey, I'll be gone 3 weeks out of the month and keep it copacetic like that, man. Okay, you don't owe these hoes the gratuity to tell them anything about you. Because honestly speaking, you're really just trying to see what she feel like. You know what I'm saying? And that's really as far as it goes because most of these women, they can't pair bond with you anyway. And most of them just looking to get something out of you anyway. So you got to beat them at their game. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you don't have to tell a chick, oh, you a Hebrew Israelite. And even the ones that you meet that you may be in a relationship with, you got to vet them too. All right? Because like I said, if a demon can find my page, if my wife or or a brother's wife can find my YouTube page or another brother's YouTube page, and we have a problem. All right? And the problem is you talking too damn much. You talking too much. Pillow talking. Letting your guard down. You want her to be in subjection to you. So you force the Hebrew Israelite thing down our throat, but yet she starts looking because one thing about women, They're very hypergamous. Okay, they gravitate towards power. So if you show them like a IUIC video and they getting all these hits and they're bringing it out more raw than you, then she's gonna look at that and she's gonna go with that, man. And then some women, they just curious. You may not tell them, or they may get like a small inkling as to what you're about. Then they get the research and shit. But regardless, should no woman of a brother know that we part of a great millstone, such and such city, like that, that's a no-no, man. And like I said, even if you deal with them for a while, eventually they will find out because, you know, they see the brothers in X, Y, and Z. But even then, the woman you deal with should only know so much. Okay, you don't be talking about brothers' personal lives around them. You know, she like, hey, who your friends? Yeah, those are my friends, they're my bros, we cool. You know what I'm saying? X, Y, and Z. And that's as far as it go. I'm going to hang out with my bros tonight. I'll see you around. We going to do such and such. I'll see you later. All right, but ain't no need to be going into, oh, well, yeah, that's that brother. That's that brother. That's his name. That's where he lived. That's his wife, you know. Nah, that shit off as hell. And you wonder why you have problems in your situations, man, because you brothers be fucking pillow talking too much. All right, stop pillow talking. Shut. Keep your mouth shut. All right, say it that way. Let's go from here to the book of, we're going to get the account in Judges as well. Judges 16, because that's really where it goes home at. But I want to wait and pull that. I want to go from here to the book of Proverbs 11 and 13. Okay, because I know, I've come across a couple of guys, man, you know, in the past, and, you know, they was cool with their ribs and shit like that. But you can tell that they tell their ribs everything, man. You know, camp business, camp meetups, high holy days. And like I said, if you with a chick for a while and she knows that you in a camp, eventually she finds out, then she knows, okay, he celebrates Passover with these guys, such and such, such and such. But overall, man, you know, you ain't supposed to just be having a direct conversation about, oh, your camp leader or the brother under you. Like, nah, man. You know, because why is she asking about them anyway? All right, see, that's that agent behavior. And like I said, man, women are very fickle. Okay, the Lord said, putting out thy trust in a fickle thing. Women are extremely fickle. And when push comes to shove, if they getting pressed for information and it goes against their convenience, they will turn on you. Okay, they will turn on you. They will snitch on you. They will give you up. Okay, I don't give a fuck who they claim to be. Hey, you heard what the video said. The video said, look, it be the ones that claim they love you to get you. Okay, like most jakes that go down in a prison system, it either be a friend that got them or it be their girlfriend or their wife. Okay, it happens all the time, man. A treacherous person, like King David said, he said it was not an enemy, but it was my friend, my equal. So it's always somebody that's going to be close to you. If you go down and shit happens, it's always somebody kicking your door in, looking for a safe. Guess who gave them up? Somebody you know. It's always like that. 95% of the time, it's always somebody you know. You know, it rarely ever happens randomly. Or she'll get somebody you know or somebody she know to come and hit you so you can never suspect her. All right? So, hey, brothers, be on the lookout for that shit, man. Be circumspect. Keep your mouth shut. Stop telling your goddamn woman everything. She don't need to know everything about you. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's my woman, brother. Okay, and so? You don't owe her all that, man. Okay, because do you think that she's telling you everything about her? Hell nah. Ask her who she was just texting in another room. I guarantee you she gonna deny it. Say, what are you talking about? I ain't texting nobody. And you go and check that conversation. That shit gonna be gone, deleted out our phone. You know? Trust me. Well, ask her how many bodies she has. And she gonna definitely lie about that. But she's gonna sell herself like she's the girl next door. Because that's how they get you, man. All right, so this is the book of Proverbs 11. And I'm gonna start at verses 12. It says, he that is void of wisdom despiseth his neighbor, but a man of understanding holdeth his peace. So, like I said, you got to know when to leave them to the water and when to let them drink it, man. Okay, you give them, you spoon feed people. Okay, like I don't go to my job telling, oh, yeah, I'm in this and this and this and this and that. Hell no, they don't need to know shit about me. They may know that I have some type of Bible literacy, you know, but they can't pinpoint what I believe in, who I believe in. They wouldn't be able to pick me out of a lineup if they saw me on the streets because that's just how we move. You know, let them do the digging. If they want to find out, let them do the digging. Don't overly give information when you don't have to. And I'm not saying you just got to be this secret agent motherfucker, but you might as well be. You know, she asks you where you work, what you doing weekend. Say, look, I run a business. That's it. You ain't got to get insecure and try to prove the shit to her, because who the fuck is she? You know, women believe any goddamn thing, and most of the time they want you to lie to them. So, I mean, shit, spoon feed them what they dish you, man. All right? You ain't got to be all fucking open up with these people. Don't do that. But it says, and a talebearer revealeth secrets, and you have a lot of talebearers in Israel. All right, but he that is of a faithful spirit concealeth the matter, right? So, you know, when you conceal something, that means you're hiding it or you're keeping it a wraps. Hush, hush. Okay, don't willingly give information to these motherfuckers, man. Like if a guy come up off the street and asks you your social security number, you gonna get that shit to him? Or you gonna look at him like, nigga, who the hell is you? All right, you know, this is it. We gotta start being smart, Jake. Proverbs 20 and 19 is another good one. And it reads, it says here, he that goeth about as a talebearer revealeth secrets. Okay, now when you look up a talebearer, right? Matter of fact, let's go, what is it? Proverbs 20 and what is it? 20 and 19, right? And it reads, it says, he that goeth about as a talebearer revealeth secrets. It says, therefore, meddle not with him that flatter with his lips. Yeah, nigga that, you know, you thought you was cool with, but y'all all of a sudden his whole family knows about your chronic illness. And they know where you live at. They know what kind of car you drive outside you pulling up. You know, they know your daughter's name. You know what I'm saying? Your family shouldn't know nothing about me. You know what I'm saying? If they see me in passing, hey, how you doing? Yeah, that's a brother I kick it with. He cool. You know, I like him. Other than that, man, they shouldn't know nothing about us, man. Okay, your mama shouldn't be popping up in my crib. Like, what the fuck she get my address for? You know? But a talebearer goes into the Hebrew word, what is it? Rakalal. And it means here, slanderer, talebearer, informer. Informant, right? And we got a lot of informants in this truth, whether it be in these other groups. Hey, you got informers in Great Millstone. Okay, you got men that's bringing it out with you, but yet they secretly snitching. They secretly giving an intel on you to Esau. Well, he comes on at this time. This is what he believes in. Okay, that's you really got that, man. All right. Matter of fact, let's look up. Yeah, this is the wrong thing. Informer meaning, and it's straightforward. Let's say a person who informs another person to the police or other authority. Okay, in this case, it would be the FBI, because believe it or not, each and every last one of us that's in this truth, we're under federal investigations, man. Okay, I don't think that the feds don't be tapping in and watching you, you know, and going on your page and following you to the crib. And hey, I won't be surprised if I got fucking speakers and bugs in this house. I know, you just know. You know, so with that being said, you got to move circumspectly. They're watching us. Our shit is bugged. Our electronics are bugged. Every time you turn on a video, it reroutes to their secret station. You know what I'm saying? All types of shit. You know, and then, hey, you may have niggas that come up to you wearing a wire. You know, doing all that to catch a bunch of men that's speaking the truth, that's not committing a crime, that's not going out plotting heists and all this other craziness. Here you got actual homeborn terrorists in the United States, but yeah, y'all want to fuck with us. And that's because they know that the Lord is getting ready to raise us up, man, and they want to stop that. Okay, so that's a threat to them, but we ain't posing no threat to the public, man. Okay, we ain't out there throwing signs and fighting people and doing that. The most we get irate with people is if we get into a verbal confrontation and we may cuss a motherfucker out or call the woman out her name, but that's not even saying that's what we about. It happened. We're men of passion. And it happens. But overall, we're just out there having a friendly discourse, and we're teaching our doctrine, and we're prophesying the end of this place. And that's it. Okay, Esau, you ain't got to worry about us taking your fucking kingdom down. We ain't got the power to do it, bro. Okay, Yahweh Shai is going to take your ass down. And I will tell you that. All right, but as us, shit, hey, investigate all the hell you want, man. Send all the feds to us as you want. You're going to come up empty. You know what I'm saying? But see, then again, they plant shit on people too. Because if they really want to get you, they'll get you. They'll plant shit on you, man. And this is why you have to move circumspectly, and you have to watch who the fuck comes around you, man. All right, every woman that you deal with or you lay down with is not wifey material. None of them is really wifey material, but for the most part, the one that give you the box, that moan the way you want it and do the shit you want, hey, that don't means that she's the one, man. Okay, a lot of you jakes, man, you get so caught up in these fucking women, and then you end up just opening yourself up to a demon, and before you know it, you're in a situation you can't get your ass out of, man. And then the whole goddamn camp suffers from it because now you let a demon in. So when you go down, everybody goes down because now, because of you, they know everything about us because of your ass. That's and you know, and that's really grounds of getting kicked out, man. And really, if you're doing that, you should be kicked out of the camp. Whoever's doing that, you revealing secrets and you telling your woman about, brother, your ass don't need to be around us. Don't fucking come around me, man. You don't need to be around us with that weak ass spirit, man. You know, now I'm getting aggravated because, like I said, I've dealt with that shit before in this camp a long time ago, man. Nigga telling this bitch where we camp at, she pulling up on him, causing all types of turmoil, man. This was probably back in 2015. But that's some bullshit, man. You don't fucking do that. That's grounds for termination. Ain't no suspension. You getting kicked the fuck out. You do your own goddamn thing, man. That's some bitch ass shit for real. That ain't even cool. And if you brothers are doing that shit, you better stop it immediately. Okay? Because, hey, when the Most High starts to really do what he got to do, then, hey, you going to be caught in the crossfire, my mans. Whoever you may be. Matthew 6, and I'm going to start at 3. It says, but when thou givest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth. Right. Now, this is talking about helping somebody out. But even then, keep the secret from the other hand. All right. You ain't got to be talking to every fucking body. Hey, brother, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Hey, honey, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Hey, I speak on 31st of May. Hey, I do this. I do that. Hey, I'm IUIC. And you IUIC cats, you got that bad, man. But you know what? Most of you are formers any damn way. And most of your women, hey, we seen what just happened with Joy Morgan. You got Gina Blue, and there was several other women that came out and exposed these clowns, man. And then you got this new chick that went on a Johanna night. I call it the Johanna podcast, the Monday night talk show. Because that's all it is a minstrel show. He go on there and talk his shit. But basically, she go on there and then she starts revealing basically how they think the leadership is dealing with other men and all this other shit, man. You see? A fucking enemy. Here she's over there dick riding them. Now she goes to Johanna telling the same shit. What make you think that she ain't gonna do that to you, Johanna? You see, you jakes are stupid as hell, man. A bitch come over here telling you everybody's business. Don't you think that, nigga, you ain't that exclusive to the point you just the exception now? She ain't gonna tell, she ain't gonna tell my business. I know my woman. Okay, nigga. That's what you think. All right, these women have no loyalty to nobody but themselves and their emotions, man. And Esau. And barely even him. They are loyal to themselves, bro. Women are fickle. Beware, man, all right? And I'm taking my own goddamn advice because I've been in relationships with women that was close. And, you know, they eventually find out. But even then, she only knew barely a little. She knew I was a Hebrew Israelite. Of course, she knew the fucking camp because, shit, she saw it. You know what I'm saying? She saw the video. She saw the page. Saw my page, at least. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, and that's just what it is. I was with this woman, 7 years? But even then, she couldn't tell you everything about everybody in the camp because she don't know. She don't even know my brother's fucking name. And that's how it's supposed to be. You know? Because women sow discord. They sow discord. They sow confusion. You know? They'll do that shit. Let's go to here, the book of Sirach 11. And I'm going to try to get through this, man. The point has been made, but this is just, like I said, this is for you newer brothers out there. And we're telling you this through experience because, you know, you got guys that come and, you know, men follow the truth all the time over women, man. All right. But even then, if you meet a chick, don't be telling everything about you, man. She don't need to know. Okay. She don't need to know your doctrine. She don't need to know if she come over to your crib, then, hey, whatever. So be it. You know what I'm saying? Because you trying to get one thing or however it works. Even then, you know, shit, if it's that deep and you skeptical, hey, baby, let's get a B&B. Let's get a fucking hotel. You know, most Jakes ain't trying to spend that kind of money on a one night stand. So Jake invite her to the crib, or you know, you do what you do in the car. She invite you over, but even be careful going over their cribs, man. You know what I'm saying? Be careful because shit, chicks set up dudes all the time. You go over there, you get you some smash, and then all of a sudden you wake up with a fucking gun in your face, with Pooh Shiesty in your face, man. Before you know it, you got a bunch of crash outs surrounding you with guns in your face, trying to rob your ass, man. I'm trying to tell you, it gets very, very treacherous in these premises, man. All right, Sirach 13 and 11, and it reads here, it says, affect not to be made equal unto him in talk, and believe not his many words. It says, for which much communication he would tempt thee, and smiling upon thee will get out thy secrets. And this is what women do. Okay, they entice you. They'll rub your back. They'll talk sweet shit in your ear. Before you know it, they're asking you questions and you telling them. You know, you're telling them, oh yeah, baby, this is my bank account number. This is my mother. This is where my daughter lives at X, Y, and Z. Like, why they need to know all that? Okay, you just regular Joe Smo, and bam. And like I said, you know, you reveal certain things that's not a secret that could be important, but it's not a secret. It's like, okay, this is such a, you know, this is I got a kid, you know, this is her name, X, Y, and Z. I mean, it looked kind of funny. Okay, she asked your daughter's name. You like, I ain't got to tell you that. That's kind of strange. You know, they start suspecting shit. But, you know, stuff like that is okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I got a sister, I got a mother, this and this and that. But it's just surface level shit. Okay, because the woman you deal with for some time, she's going to know surface level shit about you because she's been around you long enough to find that out. And you do communicate with your woman. You know, eventually she meets your parents, she meets your children. She's going to know that shit. You know, eventually brothers come over to the crib. She may meet brothers. You know what I'm saying? She see videos. Of course, she's going to know basic surface level shit. But even then, that's as far as it go. But you don't be laying in bed next to her saying, well, guess what my lawyer did 2 nights ago? Nah, bruh. Why am I even coming up in y'all conversation? And I'm just using me as an example. Well, Elder D-Mash was doing this. But D-Mash, you know, he got this going on. You know, he's getting ready to get 70 bands from a car accident. Why the fuck does she need to know he's getting ready to get some money? And then when she turns against you, now you end up in a whole domestic situation because now you didn't talk too damn much. Learn how to control your tongue, brothers, man. And I'm speaking to myself. But it says here, but cruelly he will lay up thy words and will not spare to do thee hurt and put thee in prison. So you got to watch out for these snakes, man. Okay, even then, like even men in the camp, I don't reveal my whole life into these men. For what? I'm not saying that agents, but I'm not saying all because they can be agents. I'm not saying that. But even then, it ain't they fucking business to know what I go through. Now, if it's surface level shit, I'm vexed by a situation, then yeah, the surface level shit they will know because we do know a good degree about each other's lives to a certain degree because we've been around each other for the last, I've been around these men I see these men more than I see anybody in my life. So I know these men, you know what I'm saying? But even then, there's things about these men that I couldn't tell you if you asked me. Okay, like I don't even know brother's parents' name. And I prefer to keep it that way. I don't need to know the mother's name. What's her name? I don't need to know that. I'll just call you Miss whatever, Miss Levi, Miss Bunyamin, Miss Judah, whatever the fuck. You know, and that's as far as it go. But it says here, observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril of thy overthrowing. Okay? And we in a time now that they getting ready to try to overthrow us, man. Okay, they getting ready to bring out the kitchen sink. They getting ready to pull up informants. They getting ready to pull up old scoffers. They getting ready to call up ex-girlfriends and pay them to lie on your ass. This is going to get real grimy out here, man. Oh, yeah, now that you think about it, I do remember that I didn't want to have sex, but, you know, we end up having sex anyway. And I'm saying it in that way. But you know what I'm talking about. They will pull shit like that on you, man. And hey, look at what they doing to this nigga Jay-Z. This nigga caught a grape charge over 20 goddamn years ago, and they trying to throw this shit back out and things. How much more us? Okay, one drunk night of rough sex and you and your lady enjoying that shit, they can give us $1,000 to flip the script on you and say that you took it from the bitch. And the fact, that's your woman. You entitled to it, you know? But they use that shit, man. And then they would start CC. They doctrine say you can do that. All because your stupid ass decided to fucking reveal it to her. You know? It's going to get real grimy. And like Elder Yashawamba always say, he says, look, it's not going to be fair. It's not going to be fair, brothers. Okay? In Esau's court, look, you're guilty until proven guilty. Okay? And it is what it is. There's no innocence in this man's system. The only how you get off innocent is if the Lord is with your ass or if you got a shit ton of money. But notice, most people are in jail without due process. Be honest with you, a lot of Jakes are sitting in jail for crimes and murders that they may have committed, but Esau couldn't prove it. But yet they are locked up for alleged offenses, man. Word of mouth. Like right now, a woman can say you put your hands on her and they will lock you up based on hearsay instead of investigating the matter and getting witnesses. Because according to all law, whether you did this shit or not, you will be found out. But can't nobody just go up to you and say, oh, well, you assaulted me. You have to have witnesses in order to testify that. See, Esau will lock your ass up, and then he'll go gather up the witnesses, and then they have what they call a cross-examination. You supposed to do all that shit before you throw the nigga in prison, man. So you got to be careful out here, man. And like I said, it's shit, man. We got to smarten up. Because, you know, come to think about it, shit, I didn't probably talk too much to talking to my fucking woman at a time, man. And I'm not saying revealing shit, but just even then, I could have kept the fact I was an Israelite a secret, but she found out about it because she just found out about it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a secretive thing, but even then, it just like, why the fuck do she even know what I believe in? Like, she ain't got to know what the fuck I believe in. Like, for what? So what, you can look deep, so you think she's going to respect you even more because you out there cursing out the white man every week and you know these deep breakdowns? You think she's going to look at you like you fucking a man of the Lord? Hell no. She looks at you like you're a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? In her mind said, all right, you know all that, but where the money at? You know? So, man, we got to be very, very careful, man. Very careful, brothers. Please, Baba Kusha. It's not time to get light-footed. It says here, but love the Lord all thy life and call upon him for thy salvation. Because we going to need the Lord. And we going to need him with all our needing. Because like I said, these demons are getting ready to come down. Look, you see what this GMS Somalia nigga did. And I believe the elder brother Amwan Gabar, he broke down the meaning of it. I think it went into like left hand Somalia. I got to look up Somalia. I looked at the video, but I was doing some shopping, so I couldn't really focus on what he was saying. But he did a quick, you know, the Lord revealed to him some things, man. So, you know, things are getting ready to come down the pipe. So weird shit get to happening and you get these crazy ass calls. And I'm not saying that there's going to be every brother situation, because some of us ain't going to have to really, some of us is going to be shielded and hidden like a ghost for real. But the ones of us that's like on the forefront, man, hey, like shit, you don't be surprised when things look a little funny, man. When people start looking at you a little weird and people give you crazy looks and they ain't really talking to you anymore. Hey, bro, that's why Esau had what he called a fucking consumer report, bro. Okay, a consumer report, even though it goes into your credit history, look, they're digging up information. They're going all the way back into your father's fathers, man. They're doing the whole CIA background check on you. You know what I'm saying? They need to know. They need to know who you come from, why you act this way, what people think about you, what the neighborhood think about you. They need to know if you got any enemies. They need any leverage they can put on us, man. And they ain't going to have none, because the people that they going to come forward with ain't nothing but a false witnesses anyway. Sure, they can try to judge us on little inhumane. Well, I won't say inhumane. They can judge us on fleshly behaviors. Oh, well, yeah, he got, you know, he took a psychology class because he had an anger problem. Or, yeah, he was in a boys' home because he dropped out of high school. Or, yeah, he didn't really get along with his brothers. Or, you know, he grew up fighting. I mean, that's typical Jake shit, man. We all are troubled in some form of fashion. But for them to throw you in the mud and label you a scum of society, that's going to all be false accounts, man. Okay? Because brothers like that I know, we don't get down like that. And to take credibility from a bunch of niggas in the world, please, that's laughable, man. Like Elder Yashawamba say, he said it's going to be tacky as hell. And it is tacky. GMS Somalia, that's tacky, man. Terrorist for Yahweh Shai, that's tacky. Like, why would you even call yourself that? Like some demon about a month ago got on my comment board, and it could have been AI, but I think it had like it was called YouTube something. It says that this guy, and it was talking about me. It said that this guy stated that he don't want any white people on his page, and I never said such a fucking word. I took a screenshot of it and everything. As soon as I kicked off the in transit, it said this individual here said that he don't want white people on his page, and that's a damn lie. Anybody can watch my page. It's open to the public. Why wouldn't I want them to watch it? If I didn't want them to watch it, I just would have privatized my damn videos. But I hope they watch it because they need to get the message too. You know what I'm saying? But you see shit like that, they're labeling us like we're extremists, we're hateful. And they're going to have people that we know and cared about at a point in time to attest to that based on discrepancies we've had with them. So if you got a disgruntled woman that's mad at you because you broke up with her, or she broke up with you and you moved on, or because she's still butthurt and bitter, hey, if the spirit of Satan is still dealing with her, then, hey, you can expect that she may comply with them. Oh, yeah, I remember he smacked me. I remember he called me a bitch. I remember he called my mama a bitch. I remember when he said X, Y, and Z about my daughter or my son. I remember when he got pissed off and ran out or walked out. They gonna use all that little weak ass shit against us, man. Okay, so just be prepared. And it's laughable at the end of the day. Fuck these people. All right. Sirach 22 and 22. It says here, it says, if thou hast opened thy mouth against thy friend, fear not. It says, for there may be a reconciliation, but except for upbraiding or pride or disclosing of secrets, man. So let's just say, you know, if a guy had, let's just say if a brother vented to a brother about having some discrepancies as a child, he may have been violated as a kid, right? And that really fucks with him to this day, and which I don't know why, you know, brothers would tell that. That's just something you don't reveal to nobody, period. That's between you and Ahchyam, Ahchyam. But that's happened to a lot of J kids. They've been unjustly tampered with, and it fucked a lot of their heads up. A lot of Jakes have underlying issues because of that, and they can't pinpoint it. Because it's like a repressed memory, so to speak. You know, when you look like I looked at a lot of, like when I was in school, I took like psychology classes and shit, and going into like the cognitive like they was bringing up accounts of people, and just watching some of these documentaries, people are fucked up out here because this is a wicked world. But like, let's just say if you have a let's say a flare up and you have a mental breakdown from it, and then you got a nigga that's supposed to be your friend saying, well, yeah, he was touched as a kid. Like, why would you tell anybody that? Like, that's wicked. That's not cool, man. That's some Judas shit. You know what I'm saying? Or just whatever. And it says here, but you got men that do that, man. Disclosing of secrets or a treacherous womb, for these things, it says for these things every friend will depart, man. So that's how you lose a brother and companion in the truth, man, when you just going about running your goddamn mouth. All right, like I said, man, should nobody, family or anybody, know anything about brothers' personal lives, man. Your woman shouldn't know nothing about the person. They shouldn't even know what a brother fucking look like for real, because they shouldn't be watching videos, but they do. You know, and like I said, this is just to you new brothers out there, and for us that's been around for some time, man. Hey, we go over these milk lessons, man. Okay, even in the court of law, they say you have the right to remain silent. Shut the fuck up. And I'm Salakia to be so vulgar, but I'm passionate about what I do, man. And it can't be said no other way. You know? Or y'all in a cult. I ain't got nothing to do with it. This ain't my situation. Why you coming to me with it? I ain't the one that did the shit. Why you mad at me for? You know? And you know, brothers, don't send your mother our camp videos, man. Sirach 27 and 16. It says, whosoever discovers secrets loseth his credit, and should never find friend to his mind. But love thy friend and be faithful unto him. But if thou betrayest his secrets, follow no more after him. Right? Because that's some dirty, low down, grimy madness, man. That's what Judas did to Yahushua. That's what Delilah did to Samson. He thought he can trust her. But knowing she was working with the Philistines, what happened? Ultimately, it ended in him getting put to death, even though the Lord was still with him. All right. It says here, for a man have destroyed, it says, for as a man have destroyed his enemy, so hast thou lost the love of thy neighbor. Damn. And that's one thing. If a brother turns his back on you because you done something treacherous, as low as adultery, sleeping with another brother's wife, man, that's low. And another thing too, brothers, man, keep your women away from brothers, man. If you got a demon that likes to sow confusion, these women will go low, man. Oh, that brother tried to sleep with me. Oh, that brother tried to hit me up. Knowing it's a damn lie. Because you talking too much and you just... Every woman ain't meant to come into the truth, brothers. Okay, you meet a wife, she ain't Israelite material. Hey, she's a Christian and she submits to you, let it be. Let it be. If you teach her here and there, then fine. Teach her a little whatever you want to do. If you want to teach a woman, that's your business. All right? Because, I mean, you know, we all have a desire for the women we dealt with or deal with to learn. But even then, I'm past teaching a nigga that don't show no interest, man. I'm past that. I don't just go out my way and tell niggas they Israelites. Look, we late in the game. If you ain't find this out fucking 12 years ago, then, hey, like Flavor Flav say, I ain't got nothing for you. All right, catch me on a bad day when I decide to curse your ass out. Then you may learn a thing or two. But other than that, nah, man, we past them days. Hey, brother, you know you're a Hebrew Israelite. Hey, sister, you know you're a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of such and such. But yet she's having orgies with women and men, talking about she's from the tribe of Benjamin. Come on, brother, smarten up, man. It says, follow not after him no more, for he is too far off. He is as a roe escaped out of a snare. It's like a deer. And, you know, deers are very timid. When deers feel like they are threatened or endangered, they literally are like Lightfoot. They literally can fly damn near. All right, them strides they take, nah, bro. But it says, as for a wound, it may be bound up. But after revealing, there may be reconciliation. But he that betrayed secrets is without hope. So this is why, you know, the trust thing, like, you know, they have to earn your trust. Women have to earn your trust, man. Okay, me, I don't trust not a fucking woman walking this planet Earth. And I mean that. I don't trust my mother. I don't trust my auntie. I don't trust my sisters. I don't trust any woman I've ever dealt with, and righteously so. I don't trust my daughter. I don't trust none of them, okay, because they fickle. Okay, now that's not to say that you don't believe in some things that they may tell you to be truth. Yeah, because, I mean, ain't nobody just going to sit here and tell a bunch of lies unless they're just that diabolical, which some people are like that. But overall, man, I don't have to put my trust. There's nowhere in the law that I have to put my trust in you. Scripture say just trust not in the God. Every brother will utterly supplant. You know what I'm saying? Trust is a big thing. Like Yahweh Shai, he ensued his trust us with this word, man. Yahweh Shai ain't trusted 2/3. Why the hell you think he didn't reveal it? Why you think he told Edris to write these things and put it in a book and reveal it to them? And some you put it in a book and hide. He didn't. Yahweh Shai didn't entrust all Israel with this knowledge, man. Okay, that's why the nigga Nate don't teach the name, because Yahweh Shai don't trust Nate with the name. Because once he gave the nigga the name, what did Nate do? He threw it back in his face and turned it in for a heathen. So the Lord like, you know what? Fuck this nigga, man. So no, man, it goes down. Yahweh Shai ain't trusting everybody. Yahweh Shai didn't trust Judas, but he knew that they had to fulfill prophecy, man. All right. But it says here, but he that winketh with his eyes worketh evil, and he that knoweth him would depart from him. All right. So that's the point. Be careful out here. Verse 23, it says here, when thou art present, he will speak sweetly and will admire thy words, but at the last he will write his mouth and slander thy sayings. Same thing with these women. So this apply to women too. You know, oh yeah, baby, you know, I'm this and that. I'm going to do it. Nah, man, look. She got to earn that shit. And even then, you don't give them everything. All right. Because like I said, women cannot be trusted. I don't give a damn how righteous you think you are. You are not to be trusted. And this ain't taken away from you sisters that's doing the good work. But even then, you're still women and you're fickle. Okay. And if you don't like it, unsubscribe. All right. I'm not in the, and brothers know me well, I'm not in the business of sparing people's emotions. Not here. All right. The truth is the truth. You don't like it, then, hey, you can happily step. You know, with all due respect. One more precept and I will end it. Judges 16. And I'm going to start at verses 1. It says, then went, it says Samson's weakness. Be that box, man. That it be that soap box, man. You know, that motherfucker get wet and then you get the squilling. You know, before you know it, shit, she got the keys to the crib. But it says, then went Samson to Gaza and saw there a harlot and went into her. And what do you think it means when he went into her? Let's read that in the New Living Testament. The NIV, NLT, Salakia. It says here, one day Samson went to a Philistine town of Gaza and spent the night with a prostitute, which proves that, hey, you can deal with harlots. For all you sensitive jakes out there, you can't deal with no prostitute, brother. But yeah, your wife is a prostitute. Yeah, you done took this broad on 10 days before she even decided to give you the cupcake, nigga. Talking about you can't deal with her. Your wife is a fucking prostitute, man. Your mother's a prostitute. The hell out of here. Your daughter's a damn prostitute or soon to be. The hell out of here talking about we can. All these women are fucking prostitutes, man. See, these dudes like to be told, well, she ain't on the corner slinging a thing. Well, she ain't got to be, but she still got a price, man. But it says, word soon spread that Samson was there. So the men of Gaza gathered together and waited all night at the town gates. And they kept quiet during the night, saying to themselves, when the lightest morning comes, we will kill him. So they was plotting against Samson, man, a man of the Most High, which I believe Samson was from the tribe of Dan. I remember this. It was one guy my grandmother used to date a long time ago, probably before I was born. They called that nigga Dabu the Danite. That nigga was crazy, man. Dabu, he was known for shooting niggas in the projects, man. A crazy ass Danite. That's probably why the Lord did away with that. But no, Samson was definitely a man of the Lord. But it says Samson stayed in the bed only until midnight. Then he got up, took hold of the doors of the town gate, including 2 posts, and lifted them up, bar and all, because he had that super strength. And he put them on his shoulders and carried them all the way to the top of the hill across Hebron. Damn. And it says some time later, Samson fell in love with a woman named Delilah, who lived in the valley of Sorek, and the rulers of the Philistines went to her and said, entice Samson to tell you what makes him so strong and how he can be overpowered and tie up security. Then each of us would give you 1,100 pieces of silver. So that was a lot of money. Sold them out for that bread, man. Like I said, they're going to be secretly taking deals. Look, hey, they'll come to your mom. Look, we'll give you $100,000 right now. And we'll pay your mortgage for 2 years if you just say your son is a terrorist. First, she going to think about it like, no, that's my baby. She going to get all emotional. She going to call you and try to coerce you and bribe you into calming down and, complying with law enforcement because she don't want to be just flat out guilty for delivering your ass up to a guillotine, right? But eventually, she's going to just say, you know what? Yeah. And she's going to pay for that because anybody that sold the men of the Lord out for nefarious purposes, you're going to pay. You're going to be destroyed. So, hey, each to his own, right? But it says, so Delilah said to Samson, please tell me what makes you so strong and what it will take to tie you up securely. So this bitch was bold with it. She was bold. You know what I'm saying? And, he thinking about the box like, damn, this bitch really, and he knew he kept it from her for some time. But what happened? It says, and Samson replied, if I were tied up with 7 new bowstrings that have not yet been dried, I will become as weak as anyone else. So he was basically supplying her like, look, like, baby, I ain't that strong. You tie me up, I'm going to be cool. She wasn't buying that. It says, so the Philistine rulers brought Delilah 7 new bowstrings and she tied Samson up with them. And she hid some of men. It says she had hidden some men in one of the inner rooms of her house. And she cried out, Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you. But Samson snapped the bowstrings as a piece of string snaps when it is burnt by a fire. So the secret of his strength was not discovered. So she was trying to supplant this dude, man. Like it said in the video earlier, man, you got them females that will be your friend. They'll submit to you. You know what I'm saying? That get you to let your guard down. But anybody that's new that come in my life or whatever, I suspect them off the rip. Who sent you? Why they sent you? Where you come from? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? I got to investigate. Hey, who this? Who that? Who this? And then again, I really don't give a fuck because I ain't doing shit illegal anyway. So if you gonna spy, I don't give a fuck. Shit, that's on you at the end of the day. But it says here, and Samson replied, if I were tied up with brand new ropes that had never been used, I would become as weak as anyone else. So Delilah took up new ropes and tied them up with them, and the men were hiding in the inner room as before. And again, Delilah cried out, Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you. But Samson snapped the ropes from his arms as if they were thread. And then Delilah said, you've been making fun of me and telling me lies. Now tell me how you can be tied up so securely. Like, why the fuck would I tell you this shit? Just like, she sounds just like she's just making it obvious. Like, yeah, well, we want to catch you. We want to capture you. All right, you ain't tying me up to blindfold me and pour a candle out on my manly parts and lick it off. You ain't doing that. You trying to get me put in pasture, man. All right. But it says, Samson replied, if you were to weave the 7 braids of my hair into the fabric on your loom and tighten it, it will loom the shuttle, and I will become weak as anyone else. So while he slept, Delilah wove the 7 braids. Ooh, that's a cut. Didn't say locks, said braids, man. For all you niggas out there or you Israelites out there that like to say, see, man, Samson had 7 locks of hair. That don't even make sense. Like, what Jake is walking around with 7 dreadlocks? Now, give or take, you do have some filthy individuals out there that do walk around nasty, but this ain't talking about dreads. These are talking about braids, man. Plaits of hair. Okay, when you see locks in the scriptures, it does not necessarily mean a dreadlock. You have a difference between a lock and a dreadlock. Okay, lock. I have, even as short as my hair is, I can still grab a lock of hair. Okay, so you Jakes have to understand. That's why it says here, if you were to weave the 7 braids of my hair into the fabric on your loom and tighten it with the loom shuttle, I would become as weak as anyone else. So while he slept, Delilah woven the 7 braids of his hair into the fabric, and then she tightened them with the loom shuttle. And again she cried out, Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you. But Samson woke up, pulled back the loom shuttle, and yanked his hair away from the loom and the fabric. And Delilah pouted because she threw a fit. You know, just how the women be when you kind of playing the role with them. They get a little mad, a little aggravated, throw a little hissy fits. You know, they might want to not give you the cooch for a couple of days, and they, you know, they ignore you and shit. Because it's all a game, man. It's all a game of chess. You know? And it says, how can you tell me I love you when you don't share your secrets with me? And this is how they get you, bro. If you love me, you would tell me, like this whole thing with this, what's this nigga's name? Travis Hunter or some shit. And this chick he's dealing with that basically started dealing with him because she found out he was going to be a star. But before then, they said that this clown used to take her to parties and wait outside until she's done bouncing her ass off, getting bust down in the bathroom. And he's sitting up there waiting outside like the goofy that he looked like. And then she comes out and then goes home and he drops her off. And then he's stuck in bed playing with himself. Like, and even niggas are telling you, bro, get a fucking prenup, man. But she'll use this word where if you love me, you won't allow me to get no. Why you want to get a prenup? Wait a minute, bitch. If you love me, you wouldn't be trying to take everything I got. So if you love me and you ain't about my money, having good faith that I'm going to take care of you anyway because you my wife, then sign a fucking prenup. And if she don't do that, that's a red flag. Get rid of her, man. But see, you Jakes are so fucking simple. You see a fine ass chick and you just fucking lose it, man. That's why the scriptures say, hey, what it tells us in Sirach, it says, look not upon our beauty and desire her not for pleasure. Because these women ain't right, brothers, man. They not right. Okay, and give or take, you got some decent ones out there. But like I said, man, if you ain't in the truth, everybody has a price. Okay, the only ones that don't have a price is the elect. That's it. But you got Israelites in this truth. They come with a price. Like Nate, he came with a price and he was bought and paid for. Okay, same thing with a lot of these other leaders. They were bought and paid for, man. They all have a price. If you're not of the elect, you can be bought. Okay, and women can be brought, bro. Easy. And it says here, you've made fun of me 3 times and you still haven't told me what makes you so strong. So she tormented him with her nagging all day and all day after day until he was sick to death of it. And finally, Samson shared his secret with her. My hair has never been cut because he took the vow of Nazarite. It says he confessed, for I was dedicated to Yahweh as a Nazarite from birth. If my hair was shaved, my strength will leave me and I will become weak as anybody else. All right. And this is the part. This is where brothers get little weak at, because we get to telling these bitches that what we believe in. And this is when they use it against us, man. OK, this is how they use it. And it says here, Delilah realized he had finally told her the truth. So she sent for the Philistine rulers. Come back one more time, she said, for he has finally told me a secret. So the Philistines rulers returned with the money in their hands, because ultimately her goal was money. She wanted the bag. But Delilah lured Samson to sleep with his head in her lap. Then she called in a man to shave off his 7 locks of hair. in ways she began to bring him down, and his strength left him. Then she cried out, Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you. And when he woke up, he thought, I would do as before and shake myself free. But he didn't, and he realized the Lord had left him because he gave his secret to that damn woman. Okay, that's what he did. He simped out. And it was quite obvious throughout the chapter that she was setting him up. But like I said, Jake be so blinded by the looks of a damn woman and by the puss, by the JJ, they just lose themselves, man. So this is a warning to us all, man. Hey, be careful, man. Keep your mouth shut. All right. But anyway, I'm gonna end it giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Lord's will, you will edify. To the next.